젖은 미로 속에 우린 저벽 넘어서도 볼 수 없지만
Turn it up, turn it up. 네 마음을 들려줘요. It's running time, yeah. 내 손을 잡아요.
달려가는 달려가는 높이 저 멀리 달려가는 높이 저 멀리 돌아보지 않아 정말 원하고 바라고 있다면 날아가서 하늘 끝까지 날아가서 하늘 끝까지 이 날개를 펴고 alright
Yeah, running run till the end.
It was a beautiful day on the Island of Sodor, and today is fall. Been a long time, but a lot of no see. Anyway, all the engines are working very well, but not up Gordon's Hill. See, the hill is very steep, and it seemed a lot slippery. The tracks were already giving way. Four engines had to keep pulling hard going uphill. The Circle Line is struggling hard with one single freight car going delivering goods to the station. And of course, the rail line is very insecure and unsafe. Or not to mention, Ryder and his team of cops will soon have to check on it at an inverter time. They'll have the next stormy weather. James was shunting trucks at the station. He was shunting them for Henry, and he saw Gasket along. Why, hello, Gasket! Been a while, hasn't it? Been a long time, James. Good to see you again. Hey, did you hear the news? What news? About the new diesel engine. Another non-face engine that's coming here and is going to help us out on the railway line. Of course. And I'll be much obliged if the chair would stop squeaking already. Oh, sorry. Continue. Well, see, Sir Tomahawk did say something about a bit of a disturbance. You don't say. He told me that the new engine seemed to be very rude, and he came from another railway, and he's not pleased at coming over to the island. Well, if you ask me, I say this diesel must be very difficult. It might be even worse than the last one. Don't remind me. And remind me about that sneaky coyote who wanted to rule the world and force you and your pack and also your other better rivals to serve her and do all her evil bidding. Sorry, I know that I'm not supposed to. You were right. We sure have seen that coming. But it was worth it. Definitely gave us a change of heart. But I definitely hope that new diesel could be friendly. For your sake. Whew. My sake correct indeed. I sure hope he's not too rude. But sorry to say, he was. In the meantime, the engines at the Roundhouse Station are waiting for their new visitor to arrive. And sure enough, he did. The diesel looked around the engine shed. They were expecting not to be pleased to see some steam engines. Harry and Bert were hoping they might be pleased to see him, but the diesel isn't pleased to see anyone at all. Ugh! More happy faces engines! How emotional! Show a wheel, mister. You'll be staying here for a few weeks before you get to go home. Go home is the last thing that I want to do, instead of pumping around working on the road with engines with happy faces. Hey, we may have faces, but we also have feelings. Yeah, show some respect. Pah! You're just a bunch of lousy children television studios. It's no wonder that the people were still making fun of your comedy acts because what they have on you. You shouldn't be alive at all, like me. But you are alive, except you don't have a face. Yeah, every machinery could be alive. You could tell it to the cars. They don't have faces, but they're alive. And I thought all visitors would be a little bit friendly. Wow. And I thought I'm the only non-face engine who only comes to this railway to work on. Whatever. Now which one of these is my shed? And it better not be that popsicle one. That's my shed. But you'll be free to work in the work shed for a while. Harshly, the diesel had no any other choice. The next day, the engines were quite curious to ask him about a few questions. What's your name? Big Red. But usually my people call me by my number. 1450. How about we could just call you Big Red instead of your number? 1450 by other people could be very pleasant to me. But if you prefer to call me Big Red, it's much better than being called by the number. That does not to be human. Whoa. Well, not all humans could call you by number. And yeah, look at me. I have a number, and my number is... I don't want to hear it. What is your name anyway? Skidjar. And pleased to meet you, Big Red. I'm a non-faced tank engine. Tank engines. They're all extinct on the railway where I came from. From the USA to Canada. And I heard they all should be scrapped for some people in diesels. Well, that wasn't very nice. Who says I am nice? Sometime later, Red had continued on his work. And after now he is done pulling a train, James will have to take him straight back to Templin before his return journey. He needs to pull a passenger train up Gordon's Hill. Not only that, he needs to take a good train too. James wasn't too pleased about it, and same goes to Red. When they reach Titman Station, Sheds. When they arrive, Red is most displeased. So this is Titman Sheds? Yes, Red, my home. So you must be the Big Red Diesel. My number is 1450. But you could just call me Red if it pleases you. Pleased to meet you, Red. It's nice to see you arrived here on Sodor. Yes, and very nice to meet you. Oh, come off it. I'm not here to stay. Well, too bad. Well, we're happy that you're here to stay. Well, probably. Yes, of course. Allow us to introduce ourselves. Yeah. That would be a very... I don't care. I'm just only here because the Frat Controller needs my help. But I don't want to help a bunch of you lousy heavy-face engines. Huh? Well, that wasn't very nice. I thought I was kind of a rude type. You better show someone some respect here, Red. We're all really useful here. And we're all family. Exactly. You should show some respect here. Oh, hey, do you think you have friends at your railway? Just some. Woo! Oh, I sure hope I might like to meet them one day. There's scene logos too. Oliver, I don't think he's in the mood to talk. Well, I certainly hope you might be in the mood for a friendly conversation. Because you'll be here for at least 2 months till New Year's Day. Yeah, just 2 months. For a long time, actually. Where should I sleep? Well, you certainly are a rude, confident type, are you? I've been a rude, confident type all my life. And my brothers and I have been working hard on our own railway, especially alongside steam locomotives that are much bigger than you pathetic big engines, including traffic ones. Hey, we resemble that. We worked hard on this railway for years, Red. And you should learn to show others some respect. For a television show. Now, listen. Just because you're here doesn't mean you could just be rude to us. And just because you're rude doesn't mean you have to be grumpy and unhappy about it either. Well, at least he's just only staying here just for a week. Am I right? If that's supposed to be a joke, we're not laughing. I'm not laughing at all. I don't get it. Well, I like to stay and chat about it, but usually I got some important trains to run. Well, at least we can do is just try to be nice to each other. Or at least try to ignore him when he's, Is he asleep? Yes, Percy. Red is asleep. To be a bit unwelcoming for that vacation. Well, yeah, a passenger train is already set to go. No, I still don't know where we got those coaches from. Well, they seem to be pretty old, worn-out carriages from Texas, and Sir Dublin seemed to found them, and he seemed to have got them polished up and had me drag them back here in this railway and already got them set up. And now he thinks they got right. I think it's perfect for any engine to use those as passengers.
Hey everybody, thank you for watching this cover of Trevor's theme. I also have something really exciting to talk about. During the whole process of this theme, I was actually filming a behind the scenes video of how these themes are made. I know a lot of people had been asking for that, so that will be on this channel next week. If you're watching this in the future, definitely just check in the links in the description below. I'll have it put there as well. If you like watching this video and you want to come join the bandwagon, click subscribe and hit that notification button so that you are notified every time that I upload a new video. It takes 1 second and it really helps this channel grow. Also, if you like these Thomas themes, I have a whole playlist that's all of them together, so you don't have to kind of run around and try to find them. That'll be in the description below. Also linked in the card.
Winter yet.
Always
It's
forget
still
to put one of
cold.
these corners up
I
here.
could go
and
on
I actually have my socials
my own
here
Thomas.
if you want to check
I'm
me elsewhere
fine.
on the internet. And I will see you next Wednesday with that behind the scenes video.
Some
Have a
respect,
nice week.
CP. That's a company's name. My real name is Red, and my number is 1450. Can I just call you 1450 for short? Don't change the subject on my code number. Now goodbye and good riddance and leave me alone. Well, that is one rude diesel. You're telling me? I wish he could take it back. He'll get what's coming, Thomas. Don't you worry. And of course, Red is in a bad mood. And he is taking the passenger train, but along with his freight train. Of course, he is only pull one train at a time, but he is too fed up to care. He's determined to finish his job. That way he could go home. 2 months after New Year's Day, huh? Might as well finish this job before Christmas. I gotta get back home if I ever want to get out of this railway. I'm not sticking around with any of these happy faces, these losers either. Finishing this job in one way or another. Red never did want to come to the Island of Sodor, and he never liked the steam and diesel engines with faces on them. Much too childish for him. But he literally didn't know. The tracks on the rails last night are very icy. Red hardly noticed as the diesel pumped straight up to Gordon's Hill. His train started to get a lot heavier. Oh, my oil! It seems very steep up here. Wasn't steep the last time when I cut through down with James. As the diesel struggled pulling the heavy train round to a halt. The passenger train and the cargo train are not going anywhere now. Red was cross. Oh man! I'm going to be late! And it's not even my fault! But sadly, it was. Meanwhile, at the Roundhouse station, news went through the air. Well, we did try to warn him about that hill, but all he did is call us names. Well, late for your information. Someone had to go down there and rescue him. I agree, and Skitchard is a perfect job. Why me, sir? 'Cause you're the only non-face engine that we got. And not only that, I think you should use this freight car to help pull Red up Gordon's Hill. His coupling is much different than your hook and loops, so I think it would be best if you try pulling them up. To be honest, sir, Ernie, I kinda like him around. You see, you think we have a lot in common. And what's that? You're not rude to us. I know, but it's something important. We're both homesick. Meanwhile, Red still sitting at Gordon's Hill, grumbling as usual, till help arrives. Oh, great. Just my luck. Hello to you, number 1450. Huh? What's wrong? Feeling a bit grumpy today? No matter. We all get late sometimes. But don't worry. It'll all turn out good in the end. Now allow me to pull you along and we'll be on our way to Nowford Station. Pah! No use at all. A little tank engine like me can't... Wait, hold on. A little tank engine like you can't pull a big faceless diesel like me across the track. Oh. Don't prepare yourself. Everybody ready? Yes! Here we go. As Sketchart pulls the train, the heavy train started to come along. The freight cars pulled the coaches, and the coaches tagged along. Starting with the amazing for Red. Skidjar suddenly started to move him. Red, pretty much surprised when he felt his movements. Both Red and Skidjar had the passenger train safely delivered to the Roundhouse Station. And then they continue onwards to Nowford. While they got there, they were right on time. Tired but triumphant, they made it in one piece. Not so useless you think I am, aren't you, Red? Red didn't say a word. In the meantime, the two engines head back to Roundhouse Station. There is waiting is Sir Topham Hatt and Ernie. And they were motionless. Engine number 1450. I am not pleased with your behavior at all. I know you're not comfortable living on this railway, but just because these engines are not like the ones you came from, doesn't give you the right to be rude with them. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. And you shouldn't show respect to other engines as well, even though they're not like yours. I know they have faces like you don't, but that doesn't mean you have to be rude and make fun of them. Even the pubs could have some freaky on them. But no one complained about them talking or doing some stuff that we humans do. And you didn't complain about that, did ya? No, sir. And I know you're feeling homesick right now. And Ernie knows that too. But you're staying here for 2 months, and you are needed until the next engine comes back to this railway. And I know you don't want to wait that long for your leave. Until then, you must stay in the sheds until you're wanted again. And you're just going to have to wait for a long time before you go back to your railway. Your controller commends it. And when that engine returns, you will take your leave to the USA where you belong. that sound like a fair deal to you? Perfectly fair, sirs. I won't be rude again. Red doesn't feel impatient to go home anymore. And he doesn't feel like he doesn't belong here anymore either. In fact, he feels more foolish. As usual, after the cat controller left with Ernie, the Red now sits in the signing, sadly all alone. As Skitjar puffed across to sit beside him. You know, everyone gets homesick, Red. And I know that you don't like sticking around in this railway. I guess you're right. I'm sorry I'm rude to you and your friend, Skitjar. And I shouldn't be rude to you again. We all feel homesick back then, Red. I miss my friends too. And I won't expect you to believe it, but to be honest, I kind of miss my old railway. Now, this railway, it used to be how it looks. But before I ended up going to a city called Velsbridge. And I know you would never heard that because you weren't built back then. But when I came to this railway a couple of years later, a few years ago, well, not that a few, but a lot, I'm here. So your name wasn't always Skitjar? What is it? My friends call me Smokey Joe, but you could call me Smokey for short. Well, Smokey, mind if I just call you Skitjar, your new name? Well, you let me call you by your number. Your 1450. That's fair enough. I am feeling homesick, rather. And I admit I'm not gonna get used to this railway. But I could try. That sounded like a plan. And that day on, both Skitjar and Red had became good friends. And hopefully next time, when you pop across a steep hill, like Gordon's Hill, be careful not to judge by slippery rails, 'cause you might get stuck. Well, guess that's the end of episode 11. And I do hope you enjoyed listening. And I made this episode very short this time. And also, I got a video game, Pokemon Scarlet, at least 5 days ago. And boy, that was sure fun. And I'm sure you all enjoy playing a new video game. Hey, man, this Christmas I'm gonna get another Pokemon version from the 9th. Hold on. It's 8 generations, and maybe a couple of years later the 9th generation will come up, and I wondered what it might, or maybe the Wait, after that, the 10th generation. Ooh, I bet this one might have wings and ancient mysteries about ancient times and ancient days. And oh boy, so many futures. Okay, I'm getting too ahead of it. But hey, wait! I'm not done talking about the. Forget it. Merry almost Christmas, everyone. Sheesh.
What you doing? Iggy, oh Iggy, whoa, Iggy. Iggy, have you seen my pixels, snitchels, bumper nickels, tickly big? Oh, Iggy, quit munching my i5, sludge fudge, key rings, cross things, chair legs, clothes bags. Come on, Iggy, lay off my flip-flops, gumdrops, old socks, your rocks, fish eggs, shortbread. Iggy, have you eaten my roly-poly, guacamole, cheese all holy? No, Iggy, stop eating everything! Oh, Iggy, whoa, Iggy. Come on, Iggy, enough already! Iggy, oh, Iggy, whoa, Iggy. Iggy, you're eating too much! Custard, mustard, trumpets, crumpets, teapots, fly swaps. No, Iggy, not mine! Green muffin, onion stuffing, flapjacks, backpack, frozen peasy, lemon squeezy. Oh no, Iggy, you're gonna burst!
And this is Maya, and she's my dog.
Exactly. It stands for
Maya,
Bureau
look
of
at the-
Animal
look at the
Defense,
camera.
Lurchburg,
Look at the camera.
Upper section.
That's a surprise. You got it all wrong. Turns out the bad guys have been good all along. Ha ha ha!
Okay,
I
that's
wanted to
long
share that
enough.
with you for the